Hi guys, in this video I'm going to share with you how you can close more investment cases, right? So to do investment planning or close investment cases, right, your pitch itself must answer three W's, three Y's. Okay, the first W, right, is to answer why invest, why not save, right? The second W, the second Y is to answer the clients why invest with you, right? Why you? The last W, right, is why this product, why this platform. If you are able to clearly explain these three things together with helping this client to identify his needs and his affordability, your chances of closing will be much higher than the rest, right? So so in this video itself, I'm going to share with you how I open Optimus script, how I open Pulsar script in literally just 5 to 6 minutes. And there's only 6 simple questions that you need to ask, right, to identify the needs. And in between the questions, you can start pre-framing for investing compared to saving, right? Why do we have to invest in Singapore where we all know that Singapore is a high inflation, low interest rate environment, right? Okay, so the script will goes something like this, which you must understand in the first place, right? That people don't want to buy the investment product, but people want the financial success. Understand that? So at the end of the day, what you really want to know from this client is his ultimate end goal. Okay, why do we want to be financially successful? If this person doesn't even want to be financially successful, how can you convince him to invest, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, you must first understand his definition, his interpretation, his perception of financial success first, so that these are all the goals that he wants to achieve. Not everybody, right, wants to retire, right? But everybody wants to spend more time with their family. Not everybody wants a very good life, but everybody will want to have the freedom of choice to stop working if they want to, right? So you have to understand which is his hot button, right? What is his ultimate goal that he really desire and really wants. Okay, so I'll start with the script first. It goes something like this. So Cleo, when it comes to financial planning, what's your understanding of financial planning?
To make a lot of money.
To make a lot of money, okay. Other than that,
Having no worries about money itself.
having no worries about money, true, right? Anything else?
Ability to do whatever I want.
Ability to do whatever. Okay, actually you're almost there, right? Financial planning, right, to me is never about buying any financial products, agree? It's about your ability, right, to make sound financial decision time after time. It's about knowing where you are now and eventually what's your goal, where you want to go, and eventually how to get there using what strategies, right? So come to think about it, right? Everybody want financial success. Okay? Everybody want to be financially successful to achieve financial freedom. But does everybody know what's the meaning of financial freedom or financial success? I mean, what's yours? Like if today, right, you have all the time and money in the world, money and time is no longer an issue for you. Have you thought of how would you lead your life differently if you have achieved that? How would your life be different?
Maybe I will be like traveling a lot.
You'll be traveling a lot. Okay, cool.
Not working.
Not working.
Mainly I'll have a lot more time to do the things I didn't get a chance to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Get to work on my hobbies as well,
Okay. What kind of hobbies? What are your hobbies?
like cooking, traveling.
Okay. Cooking, traveling. That sounds cool. So you mean that if you have all the time and money in the world right now, you will start traveling and start cooking?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
country will you be traveling to?
Most likely Europe.
Europe.
Like
Okay.
go around and see the whole Europe.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than Europe?
Mainly I've always just wanted to go like around Europe. Never really
Haven't thought of
of-
other places.
I
yet.
never
Okay,
thought of
no
other
worries.
places. Yeah.
Anything else? How about your family?
Oh, okay.
How would the life be different than if you know now that you have all the time and money in the world?
Oh, definitely I would like to spend more time with them.
How will you spend more time with them?
Can be simple things just being at home to like talk to them. Can also be at like maybe have the opportunity to travel with them also lah. Take them on travels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Eat better good meals, right?
Yeah, a good meal as well. Yeah.
Okay. How about the house and car that you will be driving?
Oh, okay. Oh, ideally like to live in a big house lah with a lot of space. In terms of a car, I always wanted to drive like a sports car lah. Yeah.
Sports car. What sports car?
Most thinking between a Porsche and a Aston Martin lah.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Thanks for sharing. Is there anything else?
Not. No, I think that's pretty much all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, at this point of time, right, this is the first question you need to ask, right? The first question you need to know, right, is what are his deepest desire? So that when it comes to closing, right, you can use his deepest desire to close him, right? So, but right now he has mentioned all the different things that he wants to achieve in life. You do not know which is your utmost priority. Some may be good to have, some is a must-have, right? So the first question is to ask, so if you are really financially successful, you have all the time and money in the world, how would you lead your life differently now? Okay. The second question you need to ask, right, is this. So you have mentioned to me, you want to quit your job, you want to stop working so you can spend more time with your family, and you want to live in a bungalow, you want to be traveling the world. Out of all these goals that you want in life, right, which is the most important to you? Most important in the sense that if you don't achieve that, right, you will live your life with regret.
I think most important is to spend time with family lah.
Spend time with family, okay?
Yeah.
So why is this important to you? You're not spending time with them right now?
Not as much as I would like to lah. Yeah, so I mean it'd be good to spend some time with them.
Okay, so I get it, right? Because you're busy with work, you have your other commitments. So you want to spend more time. Can I say that spending more time with family is actually quite relatable to you stop working?
Yeah.
Right. So in order to spend more time with them, you need to cancel out some of your time commitment, right, on work.
Yeah, correct.
So my question to you would be, this is the third question, really, guys. The third question is, how much, right, do you need to be making on a monthly basis, right, so that you can quit your job and spend more time with family?
Are you talking about expenses or
expenses? Yes.
Okay, then about 2K.
About 2K per month. So all you need is to have a passive income of 2K per month, and you are able to achieve your goals of quitting your job and spend more time with them.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds cool. That's the third question, right? Okay, the fourth question, right, is to ask when do you want to achieve that, right? So you have told me that if you want to quit your job and spend more time with family, you will need about at least 2K per month, right?
Yeah.
But when would, ideally speaking, practically speaking, all of us, we want a good life, but we have to be practical, right?
Yeah.
When do you think you want to achieve this goal? By 50, 55?
55.
55, right? Okay, so at the age of 55, you want to achieve this, and that is 32 years later. Agree? So 32 years later, do you agree with me that today's $2,000 after 32 years, it will not be at the $2,000 anymore? Because of this thing called inflation.
Yeah.
Agree? And by that time, right, you will see that this 2,000 will grow up to minimally about 4.5K a month. Right? So the key thing is that how do we achieve this passive income of 4,500 by the time you're 55? Have you ever thought of that? Have you ever thought of that?
No.
Yeah. Okay, then I think today, right, it is good that you start looking into this so that at least you have a clearer finishing line. You know why you're working so hard for. You know that all your hard work and effort at work, right, is going to be worth it. You know that what you're going to do now is going to be worth it, right? So financial success, right, to help you achieve all these, right, goals that you want in life, is always to make sure that you have more time and financial freedom, right? So it's always to make sure that you have more passive income than your expenses. Right? And you mentioned that you need minimally about 4.5K, 2K, which results to 4.5K per month. And what you need to do, right, is that you need to build a portfolio that can generate a 6% returns. Is 6% conservative?
Yeah.
6% returns for you every year. And this 6% will be your 4.5K every month, which is 54,000 per year. And in order to generate a 54,000 passive income a year, if 6% is 54,000, what is 100%? 100% will be 900,000, no? Right? So you need a portfolio that minimally you have 900,000 that generate 6% every year for you. Okay, so the key thing is, right, if you look at your calculator, today, if you want to have 900,000 of worth of to build a 900,000 portfolio, right? If you were to save, how much do you need to save every month? Do you know?
Oh, a lot.
Let's take into account you save 30 years, right?
Yeah.
Each year you need to save 30,000. Each month, right, you need to save 2.5k. Do you think you can save your way to 900,000?
No.
Cannot, right? Yeah, and that is why many people thought, maybe people think that it's almost impossible, right, for them to plan for their financial goals, their financial success. And many people don't even dare to dream, already, because it's really tough. How not many people out there can save close to 2.5k a month. But what if I tell you, right, that there is a better way? Right, instead of saving, right, in Singapore, the reason why we cannot save is because, first of all, our pay increment is not hedging against inflation. Second, things are getting more and more expensive. So if you are saving, right, okay, if you are saving just 2,500 today, you realize that your money will get eroded by 3% every year. That means by doing just nothing, by putting in the bank itself, right, the bank give you about 0.5%, which means to say every year your money is losing 3% in value. Right, so what you need to do, right, okay, is basically to start investing. Okay, you can invest, right, conservatively. Let's say if you invest over a period of 30 years, all you need to do, right, is to just set aside $950 per month. Is it much more achievable for you at the rate of 6%? 6% conservative, right? Yeah. So by just changing your strategy, right, giving you instrument that can give you higher returns, right, your monthly contribution is lesser right now. Is it much more achievable for you?
Yeah, a lot more.
And bear in mind, I'm using 6% as a very conservative number. Okay, so if I were to give you a higher return, let's say 8%, you can use lesser, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So but we stick to 6% for conservative sake. Okay, to make sure that is definitely achievable. Okay, so let me ask you a question. So after hearing this, right, setting aside 2,500 a month and 900, which one do you think is more feasible for you?
Of course, the 900.
900, right? Yeah. And I can tell you, right, in Singapore itself, right, it is a must to invest already, because we are living in a low interest rate, high inflation environment, and while we are working hard, right, we are exchanging our time for money. And if your only strategy for wealth creation is exchanging your time for money, right, and your time is very limited, and that is why your wealth creation is very, very limited. Which is why, right, while you're working hard, you need to make sure that your money is working even harder for you. Does that make sense? So that you can achieve your goals way, way faster and much faster than before.
Yeah.
So at this point of time, right, I've just created the need to invest. I've just answered the first question, why invest? Right? So I'll stop here for this video so that you can understand how. First of all, if you look at the fact sheet, right, I already have his needs ready, of his priority, that he wants to stop working, he wants to spend more time with family. This is his most important goal. And not only that, I've established that he needs to set aside $950 per month at the rate of 6% every year. Right? Later in the later part, right, you will understand that not everybody wants to retire, want to do retirement planning, but people have different goals in life. So by opening this way, right, not only can you just do your needs analysis for retirement planning. If some people, they say one of the greatest goals that I want in life is to buy a 6th Avenue property. From there, it's even easier for you to do the needs analysis. For example, if this property is maybe $1 million, and this $1 million will in 30 years time maybe 1.5 million. Correct? And we know that we need to set aside 23% for down payment. So this person wants to achieve this in 20 years time. Can you calculate the figure? How much you need to accumulate in 20 years time? You can, right? So by using this technique itself, you can open much more cases that is more relevant to the client and prospect. Make sense? So in the next video, I will cover on how you can sell yourself and also sell the platform better. Right? That's all for today.